Yeah, welcome to Nigeria Superfans Daily Countdown to the 2022 FIFA World Cup. It's officially 26 days before the kickoff of the tournament in, of course, in Qatar, the first edition in the Middle East. And today, of course, we'll be looking at, of course, Ghana, and of course, we'll be looking at Cameroon. But first, there is so much worry on the plate for Otto right now because one of his dependable defenders, I'm talking about Alex Djiku, is injured, and it is not certain if he will be making that trip to the World Cup. And of course, we'll be looking at Cameroon in the same group with Brazil, Serbia, and of course, we have Switzerland. It's going to be tough. But when you look at the players in Cameroon, you look at what the Indomitable Lions will be able to do. But of course, they have to go back song at the end of their affairs. Let's say anything is possible. James Agberebi joins me in the studio. James, you're welcome.
Thank you, Femi.
Okay, let's look at Alex Djiku. During the playoff against the Super Eagles of Nigeria, that was when I fell in love with him because I was able to marshal that defense in partnership with Daniel Mate. But let's look at how much of a miss it's going to be if we do not know the level of diagnosis of the injury. But if it won't be around, we know, I said Mohamed Salisu is around now, so we still have someone to cover. But how much of a miss is it going to be? Because he is a starter.
Yeah.
During the playoff, he was a starter.
Yeah.
And he's still a starter under Otto.
Yeah, you know, a player like Djiku, somebody that's been with the team, he knows he's a big part of that team. He's been with them for how long now? And you don't want such a player to miss out. I mean, we have Mohamed Salisu, but Salisu is just breaking into the team. You know, so you want your regulars to be there. But the thing is, we don't know how long he will be out. Let's just hope that it's not something too serious that we, keep him out for a very long time. We saw Manchester United against Chelsea. Rafael Varane. Immediately he got down. The way he was crying, shedding tears. You know that his World Cup place is all but gone. You know. So Djiku, let's just wait for the result of this scan, or I don't know what they will do. You know. So let's just hope that it comes out positive. Maybe something that you just need to relax. You know, so that we don't aggravate the injury. So let's wait and see what happens. But if eventually he doesn't make it to the World Cup, I mean, it's going to be a big miss because he did very well for them. During the qualifiers, he was key. He was one of their key guys who held down that defense. And this time for Ghanaians to start fasting and praying that they don't miss Djiku because, I mean, you can't have such a player who after getting these clues and now...
Even for Strasbourg in Ligue 1, he has
been very performing, exactly, you know.
And for emphasis, he got injured over the weekend in the Strasbourg game against Toulouse. So just for emphasis.
Yeah, you know, so, this period now, a lot of players have been breaking down. This guy, what's his name? Kante is not going to the World Cup. Varane is almost out. James is trying to
Liverpool's Luis is gone.
You know,
so Diego Jota is still not certain.
Yeah,
also.
you know, so this I think is because of the number of games players are expected to play. I mean, it's taking its toll on the players now. They're just breaking down. So I don't know whether we're going to see I don't know how this World Cup is going to turn out because players are just.
You can even get to the World Cup and some players will break down.
Exactly. Even key games. Some might even get injured. Maybe few days to the World Cup. That's after the official announcement has been made about what is it called, the squad and everything.
But I hope FIFA will open that window where even when you have players out, you can stick with.
Yeah, I think they gave every country the chance to. I think the provisional squad is like not 26 or. I think it's more than the.
I think it's about 33. I saw.
I know that they increased the number. I think they've anticipated injuries.
Fatigue and all that.
Exactly, because it's taking its toll on players, and that's why I wasn't surprised when I saw a team like Arsenal struggle because, they look jaded and fatigued.
And some players going to the World Cup.
Yes, Partey is there. Jesus, Xhaka is there. So all these guys. Even Ben White might go to the World Cup. Aaron Ramsdale.
Xhaka.
Yeah, so you have guys who will be at the World Cup and we don't know the condition they'll be in when they get to the World Cup, even when they come back. So expect more injuries. But in the case of Djiku, like I said, let's wait for the result to come out. Hopefully, it's not something too serious for the Ghanaian coaching crew and fans to be worried about, and we hope to see him at the World Cup.
Okay, James, last week, Rigobert's song got our attention on one of our countdown because there were criticism about his appearance in Cameroon. But then, if you look at the players, because I flashed my mind back to when we had character in the
Patrick Mboma, Samuel Eto'o, Jeremy Njita, Raymond Kala, Idris Kameni,
and Etani,
Solomon Olembe.
You
know all those guys.
Now, but when you look at the team, the current Cameroonian team, you really find leaders. By the time you remove Vincent Abubakar, you remove Anguissa, Choupo-Moting, Andre Onana, and they are in a group that has Brazil, you have Switzerland, and you have Serbia. James, it is going to be tough for Cameroon.
Well, just like what you said, when you look at the crop of players they have now compared to the team of 2000, 2002, you know, that was a solid squad. I mean, the gap is very wide. But, you know, one thing about the Cameroonian team is they have this element of surprise.
Was it 2000 they had this sleepless...
Yeah, that was 2002. That was 2002.
Yeah.
That was 2002. You know, so this current squad, fine, they may not possess the world-class talent that the players of Mboma, Samuel Eto'o, but we also already qualified for the World Cup.
Even the same Rigobert song himself.
Yes, you know, so... like I said, the manner in which they qualify for the World Cup, if you judge them by the first leg against Algeria, you want to write them off. But they came out with all guns blazing.
But even Algeria, this Algeria is not the same Algeria that won the AFCON.
The AFCON, we know, yeah, but you know, whichever team the Algerian team parades, I mean, you know that they're going to give you a good game. You know, so let's see what happens with the Cameroons. Like I said, it's a team that can spring up surprise. When you least expect, that's when they will come out at you. Against Brazil, it's going to be a very tough one for them. But I think they should be able to fancy their chances against the likes of Serbia and Switzerland.
Against Serbia?
No, I know they are a good team. I know it doesn't matter. Cameroon have defeated very big countries in the past. So who says Cameroon has never lost to Argentina in any meeting before. They've met twice. Cameroon one-handed in favor of Cameroon, the 1990 World Cup win, and
but you're talking about Cameroon, the Cameroonian team that I believe had character.
Yeah, I know.
Not this team.
This team, fine. The players might not have the big stars, but that courage, that strength, that. You know, you still find that spirit in them.
But we didn't see that at the 2021 AFCON.
It does happen. There are teams that, when it comes to some tournaments, fine, they might not do. The 1990 squad, they didn't do well at the AFCON, but they went to the World Cup and they almost got to the semi-final. You know, so these things happen. So let's just wait and see what Cameroon has for us. Fine, they've not done well in the friendly games, but maybe they are waiting for the World Cup proper so that they will give us their best. The only team that will give them a lot of problems is Brazil. But I believe they have what it takes to match the likes of Serbia and Switzerland. At least they can fancy their chances. Fine, maybe they could nick a win or the draw or something. But that Brazil game, I know it's going to be difficult, but I know they're going to give it their all.
That was no good area, right?
No, even who knows? They might even shock Brazil.
Against Brazil.
They might shock Brazil.
James, I can bet anything.
I'm not saying 100%.
On that game against Brazil.
I'm not saying 100%, but who knows? They can
maybe get the draw. You have to tell yourself the truth.
I know, you have to be realistic. I understand.
Brazil, in the playoff, 19 games, they won 17, drew 2. During the qualifier for the World Cup.
You've seen teams. What do you call? Argentina had a very fantastic run.
2002, right?
2002. When they got to they crashed out alongside Nigeria.
But that group, the group that had Nigeria, you had Sweden and you had England.
But you fancy the Argentine team to qualify from that group. Look at the stars at the parade. They had the likes of Canada was on the bench. They had Ortega, they had Claudio, they had Batistuta, they had all the stars, and they had Veron. You know, and they crashed out. So sometimes it's not even about.
Emma was also.
Yeah. So sometimes it's not even about what you did in the qualifiers or your friendlies when the tournament starts. Okay, what if the Brazilian team now, maybe what do you call, Neymar gets injured, a particular player loses form, and all these things do happen in football, you know. So Cameroon, I'm just banking on them concerning that element of surprise that they always bring out when you least expect, when you've written them off. You just come soaring, and I just hope that they will able to give us a good performance, because at the last, they were not at the last World Cup. In 2014, they crashed, they lost all their group stage game. So let's wait and see.
As we round up, do you have faith in the Gobert song?
Well, this is a World Cup. He has never handled any team in a major tournament before. You know,
he wasn't the one who took them to 2021 AFCON.
No, he wasn't.
He
was a Portuguese coach. He was a Portuguese coach.
He took over for the playoff.
Yeah, so sometimes this playoff could be deceptive. You know, the two-legged affair, you might be lucky to just get the result and you think you've arrived. You know, but this is a tournament proper. You know, that was why a coach like, what's his name? The Senegalese coach, Aliou Cissé, has been to the World Cup before. He's an AFCON winner, so he has that experience. He has the experience, you know, so... for Song, it's a big call for him. So it's now left for him to now come up with his A game to make sure Cameroon does well at the World Cup.
James Abiribi, thank you very much.
Thank you, Femi.
For Cameroon, I think they need more than prayers and fasting to be able to get something from that group, a group that has Brazil, Serbia, and Switzerland. And with the crop of players that we currently have in the Indomitable Lions, well, I think the same miracle happens, and perhaps this time Cameroon might be lucky. Thank you very much. Of course, continue to watch out for our daily countdown to the 2025 World Cup. So tomorrow we're going to bring you another interesting discussion regarding African representatives at the tournament. Until tomorrow, have a fantastic time. Bye for now.